I've been budgeting with my family for the last 13 years, but I've only been paying for a budgeting app for the last 5 years. But you know what? I really wish I'd started a lot sooner. I'm totally a cheapskate at heart, and I just could not understand the need to pay money for something that was supposed to save me money. What kind of sense does that make? But I really think we could have paid off our debt sooner and made more financial progress if we'd been paying for a budgeting app the whole time. The first reason I think you should not use a free budgeting app is that the goals of the software company and your goals are not the same. It's a little bit like the difference between video games that you pay for and video games that are free to play. If my son buys a game for his Nintendo Switch, what's Nintendo's goal in this transaction? Well, they want him to have a good time playing the game, and they want him to enjoy the characters and feel satisfied with his gameplay experience, because then he'll buy more games, right? But in that case, the goal of my son is to have a good time playing the game, and the goal of Nintendo is that he'll have a good time playing the game. They're the same. But what about the goals of those free games that you might download, like Candy Crush, for example? Well, with the free games, they still cost money to produce, and they still are companies that want to make money. So their goal is to get you as addicted as possible to that game and then reach a point where you get frustrated and you can't move on without spending money on coins and gems. And people definitely spend money on those things. There was a report that in 2018, people spent $4.2 million a day on Candy Crush. So it absolutely works. And free budget software is really not that different. They're not trying to get you to buy gems or coins. But with Mint, for example, which is the most popular free budgeting software, they want you to see ads, that they get money when you see those ads, and they want you to click on their offers. And they're constantly offering you things in the software. They're offering you credit cards and life insurance and mortgages, and that stuff is on every single page. And those offers are based on your personal financial information. They won't sell your financial information, but they will give you offers very specific to what your information tells them. I couldn't believe that I was even looking at my credit card transactions, and I had a transaction for a restaurant, and right below it is an ad for a credit card where you get cash back if you spend at restaurants. You may not be paying for those apps with money, but you are paying with your attention and with your financial information. Now let's compare that to YNAB. YNAB is the software that I love to use. It stands for You Need a Budget. YNAB is a paid software program that you pay a yearly subscription for. But what is YNAB's goal? Well, their goal is to help you budget, help you feel in control of your money, and help you feel like you're making progress with your finances. Because if they don't do those things, you'll cancel your subscription and you'll stop paying them. So it's a case of their goals and your goals are aligned. And we definitely saw this in action when we switched to using YNAB. By the way, I do want to say that I do have a referral link for YNAB down below. And if you use my link, you will get a free month of YNAB to try it out before you have to pay anything. And also, I will earn a commission if you use my link. But I have been using YNAB for 5 years, and I have been strongly recommending it to every friend and anyone who will listen in those 5 years. I was more than happy to recommend it when I got paid absolutely nothing for it, but I'd appreciate it if you did use my link. YNAB's entire goal as a company is to make software that's going to help you on your financial journey, help you budget, help you feel in control of your money and feel like you're making progress with your finances. And you definitely see this when you use the YNAB app. We could easily update our budget on the go. We could update things when things change throughout the month. It was so easy to share the budget with my husband. For a while, we'd been using a homemade spreadsheet to track our budget, but it was stuck on my computer at home, and I didn't update it nearly as often as I should. And my husband didn't have full access to it, and he was constantly asking me what was going on in the budget, and we just couldn't work very well together. It just was not an efficient system. If you're comparing Mint and YNAB, the other big difference is one is actual budgeting, and I feel that the other one is tracking. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, tracking means that you're keeping track of things and you're looking backwards. That's like when Mint gives you those nice charts at the end of the month to show you where your money went, but that money is already gone. With budgeting, you're keeping track of how much money you have left for different categories, and you're making decisions on your spending before you go out and spend the money. Keeping track of your budget by only looking at reports at the end of the month is a little bit like trying to stay on a diet where you get a report of how many calories you ate at the end of the week. That's not going to help you lose any weight when you've already eaten the donuts. And I love donuts. With YNAB, you look forward and make decisions about your spending. With Mint, you look backwards and see where your money already went. It's really hard to make changes when it's already done. The last big difference that we noticed when we switched to YNAB was that paying for a budgeting app actually helped with our commitment to budgeting. That might seem a little bit backwards, but it's related to the fact that I'm a cheapskate, remember? And when I pay for a service, I want to get all the value out of it, and I'm going to get my money's worth. So when we started paying a fee for YNAB, it made me extra committed to keeping our budget and to using that software to the best of its abilities. And it has made a huge difference in us making progress in our finances. If you want to try YNAB for yourself, please use my referral link down below. I'd really appreciate it. And I hope it changes your life as much as it did mine. Next up, check out this other great video that I know you're going to love.